Hello guys, this is Anthony Sauger. Welcome to Alternative Autos. For those of you watching this on my YouTube channel, or for those of you watching on Facebook, I will be posting it to my YouTube channel as well, which is Alternative Autos. We're sitting here in my 2002 Honda Insight Hybrid CVT version. And reason I'm making this video is because originally I was going to do a drive video with this car, but the transmission is failing, the CVT transmission, and so I'm going to document what's wrong with the car, just off the bat, what I can, sounds it makes and what it does basically, and I will also hopefully be documenting the repair and replace process as well. So let's get into it. For you guys that don't know what CVT transmission is, it's basically a special kind of automatic transmission. Definitely not a manual. However, it's different in the fact that it technically only has one gear, one main drive gear. And basically what it does is it utilizes a series of pulleys and belts between two axles. Basically it expands and contracts those belts in order to give you a infinite gear ratio set, which is pretty cool because it can be used for optimum performance or optimum efficiency. So now these particular CVTs are kind of hard to find. I believe they only made like 8,000 of them in the whole world of these Insight CVTs. So it'll be kind of hard to find another one, but I'm going to show you guys what's going on with it. So the car is pretty fucked. It'll still drive for now, but I will show you what's wrong with it. So I'm already sitting in the car right here. As you can see, my gauges are right there. Turn the car on and I will show you what's going on. So it turns on just fine. Makes all the right noises that it should. Nothing's out of place as long as it's in park. Also in neutral, it will be just fine as well. Let me pop the hood for you guys so you can see what's going on under the hood. So as far as I can tell, I'm not really familiar with gasoline engines. I'm more familiar with electric cars. However, I do know that the engine itself is working properly, and also the electric motor and the battery are also working. Usually when people buy these cars, it's one or the other that's messed up. It's not usually the transmission that will fail. So I'm not worried about the powertrain. The powertrain's good. So as you guys can listen to, sounds pretty good. Idles normally and everything. It doesn't, go up or down in revs or anything like that. However, if you hear that noise right there, it's not supposed to be making that noise. If you could hear it, it's kind of like a noise. Now that is where I'm guessing it connects to the transmission, because the transmission is directly under that filter, I'm pretty sure. So that's where all the noise is coming from in idle, and that's funny because it just didn't start doing that until today. But otherwise, as far as the engine goes and everything, that's fine. So I believe that noise is coming directly from where it disables the clutch between being in park or neutral and being in drive. So something is definitely scraping right there where that disengages and engages. Now here's where it starts getting bad. As soon as you put it into drive, this happens. Let me make sure my e-brake is on. Don't want the car going anywhere. It will start doing that. And my RPMs will try to drop and go back up. It's not supposed to be doing that. So now if we go outside of the car, it's making that. So it definitely should not be doing that. It shouldn't be making that noise at all. It shouldn't be vibrating like it is. And, see, now the car is trying to kill itself. So let's just put that back in park. So it definitely should not be doing that. I don't know what's wrong with the transmission. It does sound like something's broken inside of it and kind of scraping around. But yeah, once you put it in park, it's mostly good. It's just that scraping sound you hear. So now that's in drive. The car will still drive, but because of that, there's no way that you should drive it. There's no way that you should trust this thing to get you anywhere. So, drive still technically works. However, it does that shit. That's kind of scary. And then the other thing is, when I put it into reverse, at least last time I did, it will totally stall the car. Okay, so Actually, it didn't change anything right there. It doesn't even sound like it went into reverse. Let's see if it actually goes in reverse. Yep, so reverse is totally gone now. And that is blinking. So, now it's giving me a check engine light, which I haven't seen before. It looks like the transmission is basically gone. Now, I've seen this before in other insights where it will just give you that blink message, and basically that's when you know your trans is fucked up. So let's put it back into park. Put the e-brake on again. Let's try putting it into drive again and see what it will do. So, it looks like it will work in drive still. It sounds like it'll still work in drive. Not for long, but it sounds like it's still connected. So that's the problem that I have. I definitely need a new transmission. However, I don't know how hard it's going to be to swap this shit out. Now, luckily for me, it's a 1-liter 3-cylinder engine. Pretty easy to work on, pretty basic. Very easy to take out of the car. There's lots of space to work on it. So that's the only plus, is that that's what's happening with my car. So I just wanted to document that. I don't want to kill the car more than I have to, but I did need to get that on film. Definitely not supposed to be doing that. Originally when I bought this car, and one reason I did buy the car is because it was very cheap, and now I know why, but it was still a good deal. So that's why I got the car. I knew it would be a project eventually, but I just hoped that it would, you know, survive longer than it did. So now my problem is that at first, let me just tell you guys, it started off as a whining noise. When you put it into drive or low or even reverse, it started in a whining noise that as soon as you started it up, it would be totally fine. It wouldn't even make that slipping noise. But then when you put it into drive, it would make a noise, and it would be one-to-one with the revs. So as the revs go higher, the whining noise would go higher. But eventually, as soon as you got it to like freeway speeds, it was just, the whining was so high with the revs, you could barely even tell the difference. So that's what happened for the first month or so. And in the last couple days, this shit just started happening, where it sounds like it's literally coming apart inside of the transmission housing. So because of the fact that CVTs can be either really easy to fix or really hard to fix, I'm not sure what's going on. As I said, it's just a series of pulleys and belts, so there must be something really fucked up. I'm guessing maybe it's a broken bearing or something along those lines, maybe a fucked up ring or some kind of end cap, or I don't know. But originally when I bought this car, I thought it was somewhere else in the engine, being like a bad water pump or just another pulley or something in general, because I know that these cars have that problem too. But no, it's totally the transmission. It only does it when it's in drive. Reverse apparently doesn't work at all now, so that's good to know. That it literally just died on camera, so can't reverse the car anymore. It looks like drive is still hanging in there, but I don't know for how long. So I'm pretty sure right under here, this is the transmission housing, under this filter. So I will be documenting taking apart this engine, and one reason is so I don't fucking lose the parts and so I remember how to put it back together. But yes, so that's what I'm looking at. I don't know how hard it's going to be. I'm not really familiar, as I said, with gas cars, gasoline-powered cars, but I'm going to definitely try. I have to, because this is my only car for the moment. So, yep, just wanted to document that, and not good. But, yeah, thanks for watching, guys.